welcome back to the Almighty channel. I know it's been a while. Y'all won't believe some of the stuff that's been going on over the last month and a half or so as far as me trying to get some of these videos out. Like, let me start off with the fact that I had an end of the year. I think it was the end of the year. It was Game Awards. Yeah, I had a Game Awards video. And I had a video about, which I'll probably still do that video. It was about my 2023 backlog. Long story short, I upgraded my software. I didn't pay for the new upgrade, but they upgraded it for free and they threw the watermark on my shit. I tried to revert back to my old version. I reverted back, but the problem was I created the video in that the new format. So the only way I can get my old videos back is I have to upgrade. And I'm not paying for that right now, so I'll remake them at some point. But the point is that we're here with another video. It's a whole nother video. This is my top 24 games that I'm looking forward to in 2024. This was another game I had planned on doing. Another video I had planned on doing at the end of the year. But like I said, I ended up pushing it to the beginning of this year due to the fact of deciding if I wanted to pay for the new upgrade or not, and I didn't pay for it. So this will be my first video of 2024, even though I was supposed to have one at the end of 2023. But like I said, this is my top games I'm looking forward to in 2024. I know it's a heap of games that are scheduled to be coming out in 2024, but they don't have a concrete release date. So, and when I was looking at the release dates, it makes it kind of hard that it's kind of hard to have a solid list of maybe 5 to 6, 7 games that you're looking forward to in 2024, because a lot of games don't have official release dates. So just to keep it more clear, I made sure that I only included games that had solidified release dates as of creating this video, January 2024. And what else? And I think that was it. So some games you might see that I it may be other games that I am looking forward to that are coming out this year, but they don't have a solidified release date. And I didn't want to put those on the list because I don't think that's kind of fair, because there's a chance those games could be just pushed back. And I don't want to add those on my list, and it's kind of invalid list at that point. The same could go for some of the games that I do have on here, but I only did a top 5. So my top 5 games of 2024 that I'm looking forward to. I was going to do them in order, but they're not in no particular order. So don't think it goes, this is my number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or whatever. It just be 5. So I'm not going to hold you guys too long. I plan on getting more videos out in the year 2024. I plan on doing a lot better, trying to consistently put videos out. The walkthroughs, the let's plays, some gaming stuff. I might even try to do some more gaming news video. I know I did a video at the I think it was beginning or middle of last year. It was about the state of Xbox. I think I even recorded one about the state of PlayStation, but I didn't never edit it or nothing. I don't know. But I plan on doing a lot more videos like those, get some of those out. And just being a gaming channel in general. But I'll still predominantly be a walkthrough and let's play channel. I haven't decided on what's my next walkthrough and let's plays yet. But and that'll happen a lot because I have a huge backlog. So that happens kind of where I get kind of in these lulls where I don't know what I want to play. And when that happens, that's when I'll try and get these like news videos in between, or something I just want to talk about. I think I'll create a new series called Almighty Talks. That's where I'll just talk about some stuff in the gaming community. But not to keep on bragging about this, I'll keep it shorter. This will be a shorter video, hopefully. So it's only 5. So I'll try not to do too much bragging like I'm doing now. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into my first game that I'm looking forward to in 2024. The first game that I am looking forward to in 2024 is... before I say this, you'll see I have a particular style of game I prefer, but that's also due to these some of the only games that have release dates. But P3 Reloaded, Persona 3 Reloaded, the remake. I'm pretty sure it's a remake. It doesn't look remastered. It looks like it's a full remake. I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm a big fan of Atlas games. I've played the Catherine game. I've played I started playing Soul Hackers. I've played P5, Persona 5. I'm actually playing that now. I plan on going through and playing Royale. I want to play Shin Megami Tensei. I'm a huge fan of Atlas and their games. I'm a big RPG, open world, action adventure type of guy. So that's pretty much what they do to a certain extent. But as far as the P3 Reloaded, I do think that it is really cool that they're upgrading the graphics in that game to be more modernized. So it's always cool to get more Persona, especially a modernized edition of an older story that has been told. And I think that's pretty cool to be able to play that. I've never played it. I didn't play the original 3 or 4. So I almost played them when they got released on Game Pass, but then I think the remake got announced soon after. So I was like, well, I'll just wait. So I never played it, like I said, so it'd be nice to see. I think the animations look really nice in it. I'm a fan of anime, so whenever you have animated cutscenes that are like anime style cutscenes instead of like these like CGI capture cutscenes, that's always a big excuse me. That's always a big positive to me. It's turn-based RPG. I'm a big fan of how they graphically have modernized that game and kept it simple without doing too much. Excuse me. I only say that because I've been looking at the new Project ReZero. I don't know if it's just me. That game seems like it has a lot of crowdedness on the screen. Like, just stuff on the screen, whether it be artistic graphics, input stuff, team party member stuff. I don't know. I have to look more into that. It looks like it's an overcrowded UI, essentially. I think I saw some gameplay of the P3 remake, and it looks very simple and clean. And I think that's a really big plus for them when you're doing a game like that, for example. Because we all know that game is people going to play it to death, and it's going to be long, and this, that, and the third. I'll be one of them. But I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my, like I said, it's one of my top games. It's in my top 5 games I am looking forward to. It comes out on PS4, PS5, the Series X and the Series S. I'm sure Xbox One, I don't remember, Xbox One, and of course PC, I think all day one. So that is actually really cool. And it comes out February 2nd. So it's less than a month. About less than a month, it'll be here. So, and I plan on buying it day one, and I will try my best to play it day one. But outside of that, though, yeah, Persona 3 Reloaded is number 5 on my list. The next game on my list I have is Dragon Dogma 2. I am a huge RPG fan, like I mentioned, and I've never played the original Dragon Dogma, so it is not on my backlog. I don't feel like that game aged well. I played Dragon Age Inquisition, and that game did not age well, so I will be waiting on the next Dragon Age. But I've never played Dragon Dogma, so all this will be a new adventure, new story, new world. All this is new to me. I've watched videos about it. I watched the recent IGN, what was it, a 19-minute gameplay or something? I don't remember, 20 minutes. And it reminds me of old RPG games, but it has like modernized graphics. So it looks like a game that was made a while ago, but they've modernized it so well that it works. So it gives this like a nostalgic older RPG flair to it, at least appearance wise. But I may play totally different. So I think that's a positive in this case, because Dragon Dogma, from what I've heard, that's what it is. It has this older RPG-esque vibe about it. The graphics it looks good graphically, and I think one of the things I've seen, and they show it off a lot, so I'm assuming it's going to be a big role, is being able to climb enemies. I talked to a friend of mine. I think you could climb in the last one, but I don't know how big of a gameplay feature it was, but they're showing it all the time, and they get a chance to show it now. And so it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, and how that's implemented, even as far as like boss battles, for example. The class systems look really nice on it. They have the usual mage, thief, warrior, stuff like that. But I did see something that it looked like you could have maybe like hybrid classes. I think they're called vocations. I'm not familiar with it. They'll say something about it in a video. And it looked like you have like hybrid systems. Because because one of the ones I saw was a mage archer. I think I saw, and it's something about they have color coded classes. And you have like an emblem. I'm assuming that indicates your class, but they also had emblems that are like split class, so it's like a hybrid. That sounds amazing. That sounds really cool. And if that's the case, I already have an idea on what I want to do with that. So that will be amazing to see that, to see how that works in the game. I'll be going in mostly blind about the game, so I don't know much about the story, the world, anything in that case. It will be a game that I will play sooner than later, maybe even before P3 remake, Reloaded. Yeah, but I think that pretty much sums up some stuff I had to say about it. The game comes out March 22nd, and it's a next-gen only game, so that'll be really cool. That'll be really cool. Next-gen only. And outside of that, though, that's my number 4 game on my top 24 games I'm looking for. My top games I'm looking forward to in 2024. And let's go ahead and jump into the third game. The third game on my list is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. When Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, I originally did not play that game when it came out. It took me, I think I just played it at the beginning of last year. And I will say I was blown away on how well that game was made and how good it was. I didn't really think about it much at the time. I was like, it's just another Final Fantasy, whatever. But once I played it and got my hands on and got behind it on the game, started playing it and the gameplay of it, I was blown away by the gameplay and how fluid the action was in it and how nice it was. The story in it, the problem when you do these remakes is that the story is what it's going to be. The thing is, how can you wow people who've already played these games? Because you're telling a story, the story's already been told. So now you have to figure out new ways to reinvent it. I do think Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, for that matter, they're doing an excellent job reinventing a game that has already been made by adding new things here and there, adding stuff here, adding stuff here, this. The combat style is totally different. Like I said, I'm a big fan of RPGs. And I never played the original Final Fantasy VII, so like I said, when I played the remake, it was all new to me, and I was blown away. The battle system, combat is really good. I also will be glad that it looks like in the remake, in Rebirth, the Part 2 Rebirth, it also looks like you'll be doing a lot more outside of just the linear story that they have set for you. That'd be amazing, because in the remake, it is a lot of linear stuff. You do side stuff, but it's not like heavy side stuff. It's more a linear thing, and I understand it because it's just more of an introduction game to characters so when they're doing this part 2, they have more range to go bigger with what they're doing, because they've established these characters, they've established the battle system, the combat system. So now it's just fleshing out the game itself. The graphics on it look amazing. The skill tree will be something that I hope they do a bit more on improving, because the skill tree was kind of weird. I remember in Final Fantasy VII Remake, it was kind of weird. Final Fantasy always have kind of weird skill trees sometimes, but Final Fantasy VII was really weird, especially because if you went certain builds, you kind of just went one way, and that was kind of it. You really didn't need to kind of go. I ain't gonna put it like that. Or you would only get what you would need. So, for example, you have a skill that would increase your HP, you just get all those. And I think you unlock nods or something. I think it was referred to. You unlock like nods. I don't remember if it was based off level or story point. And once you got that next nod, let's say you only wanted the HP out of it. Okay, that's all you get. You didn't necessarily need nothing else out of it. It's just based on your build. So I do think they do a better job flushing out the skill tree. But outside of that, though, I'm a big fan of what I've seen in the gameplay as far as like some of the side stuff, being a little more open world-ish, it sounds like. And I'm happy for it. I'm happy to be able to be around to play that. Like I said, it might be in my top 2 games. I just got it at 3. Like I said, there's no particular order. It might be in my top 2 games I'm looking forward to this year. But if not 1 so far, with an official release date, of course. And speaking of that, the game comes out PS5 exclusively on console for now. And it comes out February 29th. And let's go ahead and jump into the next game that's on my list. The next game on my list is Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I'm a big fan of the Yakuza series and its spinoffs, such as Ishin, Like a Dragon Ishin, The Man Who Erased His Name. They're all the little spinoffs and stuff. They can be overwhelming because they release a lot of games. I don't get to play them all, so sometimes I feel a little bad. But I have played Yakuza Kiwami 1, 2, and Yakuza 0, which is essentially playing the prequel and then 1 and 2. I do plan on playing. I played Like a Dragon, which leads me to my next thing. I do think Like a Dragon, similar to what I said about Rebirth, and similar to what I said about the 2 remakes, it's a similar thing to what I'm saying as far as they was able to reinvent themselves in the way they did something. Like we all know how Yakuza is. It's how we've played Yakuza, or at least the older Yakuza, like 1 through 6. You already know how it goes. You use open world, you run around, you do little side quests, you beat the hell out of the people, da da da. But what they did was, in which they started with Like a Dragon, it made it turn based, or some type of hybrid of turn based, to where it's turn based mixed with some open action combat. And them doing that, it allowed the Yakuza series to almost reinvent itself and get a refresh outlook on itself, basically. So you don't have people going into this game saying, "Oh, it's just more of the same thing," which it is to a certain extent. But the combat has evolved itself. It has evolved the combat. So now it's almost a totally different type of game, outside of the story itself being told. They're long games, and they are long games, the Yakuza games. And I've heard that this is the biggest one. So it'll be fun to see what they have added in this one that isn't necessarily in the other Yakuza games or in other spin-offs or anything like that. And it's more Yakuza. Yakuza is Yakuza, like I said. I do think Like a Dragon and this one have done a good job reinventing themselves by adding a turn-based combat system, or a hybrid turn-based system, however it's designed. And one thing I am looking forward to is the Dondoko Island. Hey, that looks pretty cool. It's almost like having a Sims-like game inside of an open RPG. I couldn't ask for more. That is like the perfect combination for me. I'm gonna spend hours on that if it turns out the way I hope it turns out, alone. That game, but I'm looking forward to that. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth comes out January 24th. It will be released on PS5, PlayStation, Xbox Series X and X, Xbox One as well, and PC. So it's getting the whole release shebang. So that'll lead me into my last game of 2024, my top games of 2024. The last game that I'm looking forward to. So that leads me to number 1 now. With that, number 1 on my list is Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong got showed so long ago, if I'm not mistaken. It's from a Chinese developer, I know that. And it's almost this game has somewhat a lot riding on it, in the sense that, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the first, if not the first, major Chinese developed game that has gained a lot of traction, especially in the American audience. So it has a lot riding on it in itself, and so far it has been delivering. I know Sony is starting to get into some of the Chinese developers, so we'll see how that go. But Black Myth Wukong looks really good. I'm a big fan of what I've seen so far as the combat and the graphics. It looks like it has a nice, expansive and rich world. And I'm going to tell you what it reminds me of. When I was watching the gameplay of it, it kind of reminds me of a Sekiro-esque vibe as far as world development. Like, it has that grittier, dark-looking tone or overlay to it. You're outside running around. Like, it's not like it has like a Sekiro-esque, and I get it because that's just it's the world. It's the Japanese or Asian. It's that Asian, that's the way, it's that Asian environment. I get that. So a lot of games, Sekiro, Ghost of Tsushima, they all have that similar design of what I'm saying as far as world design. But I'm not. But the thing about it that's different than Sekiro and even some you can still see it has some of the base RPG mechanics in it, which That'll be really fun. So it's almost like they've added some RPG mechanics to a Sekiro-esque game. Now I don't think it's a Souls like game. I hope not. I don't think it is. But when I was looking at some of the characters, the enemy designs, similar thing. Sekiro-esque looking design enemies. The abilities look really cool on it. I know I saw one gameplay where it looks like you can get the ability of like, I guess your past boss battles or something, where you can like turn to, and you're able to use those abilities and transform in some type of way. And when you transform, you gain abilities or whatever you're transformed into. That looks really cool. I thought that's gonna be something that's gonna be really cool to play with as you go through the game. The boss fights in it look really good. I think they showed 1 or 2 boss fights, so those look really cool. And it comes out later in the year, so I'm sure they'll be showing more on it. I don't think nobody has no idea what the game is about. I don't think they officially came out and said what the game about yet. So we'll see. But so far so good. It has me entertained. It has me with my eye on it, and it is a top game that I'm looking forward to in 2024. The game, surprise, like I said, it has a release date. It comes out August 20th. It comes out on PS5, Xbox Series X and X, so it's not a PlayStation exclusive. It's a next gen only exclusive. And like I said, it comes out August 20th. And I guess I'm looking forward to it. It's like I said, it's probably a top 2, if not top 3, definitely games that I'm looking forward this year. And with that though, I mean that pretty much wraps it up. Like I said, Black Myth Wukong. And with that, like I said, that kind of wraps up my top games I'm looking forward to in 2024 with that have release dates announced. So you know the usual, you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'm not gonna brag too long about it. I'll see you guys in my next video. And like I said, I'll try and get out videos more consistently. My next video will probably be a backlog video. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. And like I said, I'm gonna try and keep videos shorter. So it'll be more short and simpler videos. Like this video shouldn't be too long. I appreciate anybody who watches this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. And I'm also planning on being more active on other social medias, like such as TikTok, maybe Instagram. I don't like the interface of Instagram, so that's my problem with Instagram. But TikTok doesn't bother me. Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Excuse me. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you don't already. And like I said, I'll see you guys in the next video. So, and if anybody wants to have an input, you guys can tell me the games that you're looking forward to in 2024. It don't got to be nothing with an established release date. It can just be something that just has a 2024 window. I just want to know what some of the games you guys are looking forward to. But like I said, make sure you guys like, subscribe, notification button, and thank you for being a part of the Almighty team. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.